Woo! Yay! Welcome everybody. It's me, KP. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and we're here for ArtFoamie Fun Friday, which means it's Friday. And I'm here with my friend and amazing artist, Kecia. She's joining us. Surprise! I don't know if everybody knew that you were going to be here, Kecia, but I'm bringing Kecia on camera. So welcome everyone. Please give a warm welcome to Kecia.
Hi, everybody.
And you say your last name because I think I always pronounce it wrong.
Divini.
Divini?
Daveni.
Daveni. Okay. That's
Daveni.
I
Yep.
always say it wrong, I think.
That's okay. The whole thing. My name is that's my whole name. It's just a
Oh, well,
whatever.
so happy that you're here, and I'm so, of course, excited about your art foamies. It's been a little while since you came out with some new ones, so when you said you wanted these, I was like, I was ready, and I know all of your followers are too. So I'm gonna stop for just a minute. And just welcome everybody: Jim Smith, Monica Piper, Deb Peak, Anita, Cecilia Kay. Oh my gosh, we have a great group. Linda Finney is here, Carmen Jones, Catherine Guerrero, Maxie Moon is here with us, Mary Lynn Kelly, Janice Sigmund, Pam is here, Ellen is here. Oh my gosh, we have a great group, and I know a lot more people will be jumping on here as soon as they find us. I tried to share the link everywhere, so hopefully nobody will have an issue. So I'm gonna again just welcome Kecia and thank her. Thank you, Kecia, for being here with us. It makes ArtFoamie Fun Friday so much more fun.
My pleasure.
And we want to say hi to Tucker too. Tucker's there with her.
He's listening, right, Chuck?
And let's see. Dee Keels is here. Roberta. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for coming. I know that so many of you do look forward to ArtFoamie Fun Friday, as do I, and especially when we get to have somebody as illustrious as Kecia with us.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm not kidding. It's really great. So I know that everybody wants to see your new design, so I'm going to turn the camera around. Kecia is going to just be working on some stuff. She actually just got her ArtFoamies today, right? Just like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So let me turn this around here. Oops, wait. Oh yeah, I did it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So yes, Rini is here. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. I am so excited to be sharing with you not only Kecia's new images, but I did pull out some of my favorites from your collection. So Patty Campbell is here. Yeah, Catherine, you have a Tucker. No, Tucker is Kecia's son. And you have a Tucker too, but your Tucker is your fur baby.
I know a lot of fur babies named Tucker.
Yeah. Well, I have one of my good friends, her granddaughter's name is Tilly, and my grand puppy is Tilly also. So Jack and Dana and Lady Finley are here. Carissa, Patty. All right. Okay, so we'll get this party started. I also would like to mention to anybody who wants to come to the after party, if you're one of my patrons, Kecia is going to come over and hang out for a few minutes in the after party too. So don't forget that that link, that Zoom link is on Patreon, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Kecia, do you have a favorite out of your collection?
No, not really. I'm kind of endeared by all of them.
I know, me too. Well, I like the fact that your faces, so many of you know about the imprint pads, and I'm so excited because I did quite a few imprint pads. Mary Lynn Kelly came out with an imprint pad, and now Kecia. It's crazy how this works, but I think last week when I was showing the imprint pads, Puffer was like, you need one with faces. And I said, oh my gosh, that's such a great idea. And then, and I did not tell that to Kecia. She literally just sent this as one of the pieces. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because I could do a face imprint pad, but I didn't want to. I would have, but I was so excited that it was yours. So I'm going to, and I love the fact that all of your faces, even though they're attached to bodies, And
Mhm.
you can still mix and match there, and even from your other collection too, your original collection, you can mix and match these faces, and we'll do a little bit of that in our Makey. Okay. So,
Okay.
without further ado, this is the face in the crowd imprint pad. And I'm going to show you, it's stamped a couple ways. Of course, you know it does stamp as a negative. So you're going to see the color underneath. Whatever color the paper is the color of the lines. Okay, so here I have it stamped a couple different times just on white paper. And then I did make this piece, and I have to admit I had a lot, oh my gosh, so much fun with this. Really different because I didn't stamp it in its entirety. Kecia, hold up what you did. Hold up your piece. Over a little bit to your left. Oh, you're frozen. There you go. Perfect. So tell how you did that.
I just did. I just used a piece of watercolor paper with just some black gesso and the stamp buddy, and that was the first time I was using it. So I really wanted to just get an idea of how it was going to look and how it was going to work. So it looks
So,
like a block print, which is
yeah,
really cool.
yeah. Well, so you can see the way that it's stamped. You stamped it in its entirety,
Mm-hmm.
just as is. And then how I printed this is, and I'll show, because I don't think you've seen how I do use the imprint pads, where I'm just using bits and pieces, pressing all over it to just get this all over print, and then I brought out whatever stood out to me. And that's what I mean, I adore this so much, because literally, I mean, every single one of us here could stamp this in this way, and we would all come out with something completely different, which is super, with the same imagery.
Right.
It's super fun. And I literally could just have done this all day long. I wanted to, in fact. So that is a face in the crowd imprint pad. Again, these are all the imprint pads are 6x8. And so that's what this is here too. All right, so that's that. And then we have two of her angels, which I love Kecia's angels. So we're going to pull her out. And her name is Serafina. And here she is, just stamped. It is in 2 sizes. And so, and the beauty is, of course, you can turn any of her characters into angels. Or, of course, by the same token, if you don't want Serafina to be an angel, then just don't stamp her wings or cut them off, whatever. So, and again, she comes in 2 sizes. And I I had to laugh because I go, Kecia, do you think that larger size will make a good doll? And she goes, yeah, for a small doll. Yeah, duh. Because it's it's not quite as big as your and of course now the name is going to elude me, of your larger, the one that we did for the doll last on your last
Yeah, either Cool Archie Chick or the another one. I can't remember.
is it Coralie, maybe Coralie.
Oh, yes, it was.
So
Sorry. Yeah.
this she is only about 5 inches wide at her widest point, by I believe 8.5, a little over 8.25. And then the smaller size, for my card making friends, is about 5 inches by about 3. So, and again, just a reminder, I'm sure nobody needs a reminder, but you also don't have to stamp these in their entirety. If you stamp her just without her feet, it just looks like she, or, is kind of like a, peg doll type of thing. So that's the fun thing about kind of cutting these up or using them in different ways. And here again, she is stamped out. And I'm, for those of you too who follow along, you know that I've been on a Rolodex kick. And so I'm going to definitely be making some Rolodex pieces with these. And in fact, which brings me to my next introduction and sort of something I want to share with everybody. So speaking of Rolodexes, I did receive this large vintage Rolodex in the mail just today. I ordered it off of eBay. You can see, oops, here, let me turn this around. And I don't know how many of you were here I think it was last week or maybe the week before, and we were talking a little bit about Rolodexes. And Wendy from Bliss Angel Studios said, oh, KP, you should really maybe stamp your imagery in your Rolodex card so you could keep it handy so you can remember all the names. And so you're not just constantly like, oh, I don't know what that is, but, buy it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start this. These are great because these cards are 5x8. So they're nice and, a nice size, and I can actually keep track. So you, my friend, are going to be my first entry, my giant Rolodex. And this was the best way for me to remember these names because Kecia likes to confuse me with these names, although I love it. But I did have to play little mind games with myself to remember. So we do have here Abraxas, and I remembered Abraxas because the letter A, beginning of the alphabet, and it is the simplest one. It doesn't really have any, any fancy frills. Abraxas is just simply the first letter of the alphabet. All right, and so I want to just share with you how they will come if you order these, or I should say when. You will be getting a set, and they are the positive and negative. So I'm very excited about that. I think it really opens up a lot of options, and we haven't really done it. I mean, we do have positive and negatives, of course, but not, I don't know, not in the same way. So super excited about this. And that's Abraxas. Boo is I think Boo might be my favorite. And I know it's crazy, but I remember her because of her lips. They look like ooh. So Boo. And then you have Casey. And Casey is crazy. I don't know why I remembered Casey this way, but I remembered Casey because she has two bumps on her nog or whatever. I don't know if those are her ears or her buns or whatever. Casey,
her buns.
Yeah, her buns. So I don't know. I just remember KC, two buns, two syllables. I don't know. KC.
Okay.
Even though it's not a K, it's spelled with a C. All right, Donut. And Donut, I just remembered because she had the pointy ears, and I was like, it was the last thing of a donut. It was not donut like. So, and I love that you have A, B, C, D. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the alphabet. Let's just put it that way.
No problem. So I was doing the stamping of those guys on my fabric with fabric paint with the positives and the negatives.
Ooh, I love that already. Is that just like white muslin?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
And just what kind of fabric paint?
Just called a fluid textile paint.
Okay. Because also I just want to remind everybody you can use where is it? I think I have it here. This stuff, the golden gack, with pretty much any acrylic will turn it into a fabric painting or fabric paint. So that's helpful too.
And honestly, I've just used regular acrylics on my fabric paint or on my fabrics, and then tossed it in the washer, and it never came out. So.
Yeah, the thing with the gack is it just makes it a little bit more softer. Like it, so
right.
if you got your acrylic kind of thick,
yeah,
could crack. This will keep it from doing that. But yes, me too. All right, so let's pull out a couple things and let's get makey a little bit. If anybody wants to see a makey. Oh yes, also I wanted to show you this. I didn't get very far. Kecia was talking about fabric stamping, and you all know I'm kind of like, I don't know, always talking about fabrics and doing stuff. So I did pull out, I do have this black sort of cotton gauze material, and I just took a little bit, and obviously you can see it's not even close to being done. I will get some spots that are, a little stronger, come out a little bit lighter and brighter. Some will, be a little bit more earthy. But all I did was I took Kecia's Face in the Crowd imprint pad, And I did use a little bit of the bleach pen, the Clorox bleach pen. I put it onto a scrap buddy. Okay. Just this way. And I use the gel or the bleach pen just because, it makes a little bit less of a mess. I will tell you though, if you're skilled at this, or, if you have, excuse me, I don't know, maybe a little bit of regular liquid bleach that you could dip into. Of course, you want to do it in a well-ventilated area and just be careful, blah, blah, blah. But you probably would get a little bit stronger of a result. But I enjoy this just because it's easy to work with and it's not going to splatter and, make a mess. So I just rubbed a little bit of this right onto my imprint pad and then just took it this way. And because I want to make a scarf eventually, like when I don't have very much room here to really spread out, but I'd like to make this into a scarf. So I'll do one end going this way and then the other end going this way. I don't know if that made sense, but it made sense in my brain. And if you feel like you're not getting very much saturation, I mean, it doesn't have to be super saturated, but you can take a little spray bottle with water, give a little spritz, and smack it around a bit. And then, again, you will see bits come out a little bit stronger. I can see this here. If I blow dry it a little bit, and I don't know if you can see that on the screen, barely, but if I do put some heat to that, it'll start to come up even a little bit more. All right, so that's how I did that. I'm going to go ahead, since I still have a little bit of this bleach here, and finish off just one more little spot.
Looks so good. Love it.
Well, and then the fun thing is too, I can go, like I will wash this and dry, or, wash it, and then I can go over it with a little bit of like, acrylic paint or a little gacky acrylic.
I like how it's turning out though, the variations and
yeah, I think that's part of the fun, really.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I'll try to finish this over the weekend sometime and share pictures. So again, it's not coming out very strong right here, of course, because I'm on camera, but
right.
All right, let's go ahead. I have to go to the sink really fast and wash this off because I'm gonna do another quick technique with it. Okay, be right back. All right, I'm going to stop just for a moment and just ask if anyone has any questions. Let's see. Do we need separate stamps for bleach stamping? No, you don't. You will want separate scrap or stamp buddies though, and probably you can wash these out, but or throw them away. They will. Your scrap or stamp buddies, the bleach will turn them super, super like yellow, and plus you don't necessarily just want them sitting around, sniffing the fumes. Maybe you do, but I don't. Let's see. Carmen says the detail and textures are incredible on the stamp. Yes, I always kind of amazes me what you can actually get with the foamies. Okay, so, and this is going to be fun because I don't know if Kecia has seen a couple of these things, and I think you'll like it. So my stamp is still a little bit moist, or a little bit damp. I'm going to go ahead and spritz it with some water too, and then I'm just going to take my graphite pencil, my Lyra graphite pencil. I also love for doing the art foamies, the Derwent sticks, anything sort of that's water soluble. And I just recently got these. I don't know how many of you have seen these. They're just extra large graphite blocks, but they are also water soluble, which makes it kind of nice. And they have a few different colors in here. They have a burnt umber that's really cool, and a Prussian blue that I really like, and an olive green. So that's kind of a neat and different thing in graphite. So I'm going to get a piece of printmaking paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to color the whole thing with my Lyra graphite stick. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'll maybe just do a little rubbing here and there with some of this other colors and see how that works. I haven't mixed them too much before, so why not, right? All right, so again, if I stamp it in its entirety, which I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to over stamp right on this that I've already stamped, okay? Just so you can see that. And actually, I'll go ahead and try to get it lined up a little bit. Stephanie, welcome. And Ashley is here. So Jim Smith is here, Kecia, and he is asking if there is going to be an Art Is You again, or is it gone forever?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I haven't heard anything about it.
Ooh, so there it is, stamped, and actually, so none of the other colors of graphite. There it is, stamped in its entirety over what I had already stamped. So you can see some of the colors kind of shining through, which is, you know, again, one of the beauties about ArtFoamies are pretty easy to realign. Okay, so now I have that. It still should have some color on it, although I'll go ahead and maybe squish a little more color here and there. I don't know, just to make sure. And then I'm going to take my, my paper, my fresh printmaking paper, and I'm just, and many of you have seen me do this with these imprint pads. I'm just, instead of stamping it in full, I'm just going to do little pieces of it, okay, sort of here and there, wherever I feel like I want to fill stuff in, okay? So it's going to not only give it a completely different composition, it's going to overlap in some spots, and it's going to give you some just really, you know, varied imagery and overlaps and sort of weird, well, I don't know if weird's really the right word, but, you know, so it has sort of that, I don't know, batik-y look, and
Lots of dimension.
give you so many different patterns. And then, you know, many of them you can ignore, right? So we're just going to keep putting stuff where we want it. And then, like, I'll just look at it and I'll say, like, oh, well, you know, I want to fill that in. I can try to go back in with his eyes, or I can go somewhere else. And then, you know, it starts getting worn off. Some of the graphite's starting to wear off, you know, so it'll get lighter. You'll get little lighter patterns and variations.
Does that graphite smudge at all? How well does it hold up?
It will smudge. I mean, especially if it's dry. When it's wet, it's not as smudgy, and then when it's dry, it's pretty permanent, you know.
Nice.
Still could move a little bit, but not much.
Right.
And then if you want to, you can always give a little spritz, and then we'll go back up here. I'm looking at it. I want this face to go right here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just sort of eyeball it. Haha. Pardon the pun. All right, so then now that's how, honestly, this pattern is how this started out. So then all I did was I went in and sort of defined, little areas with a little bit of white gesso, like pushed some of the areas back. Everybody knows how much I like to smush things. So just, and and you can see I even saw, like, because I saw little angel wings and things, or, especially if I wanted to push some of the stuff back. Let's see. So maybe like here. Maybe make a little wing there and just use the back of my brush to scrape through it a little bit. Maybe I don't want her, you know, her face to be so dark there, so I'll just take my dry, and it's pretty much on a dry brush, take a little gesso and smush that out. And again, the beauty of this whole process is really to, sort of make it your own. You have so many people love Kecia's imagery, and you get sort of that, flavor, and you get that base, and you get the look that you love, but you also get the freedom to sort of make it your own and just have hours worth of art foamy fun. Kecia said she loves art foamies, and it made me so happy.
I do. They're very fun.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. I like them a lot too. Let's see what other people are saying. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just keep, smushing some of this back. Any areas that you don't want to show, of course, just get rid of them, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Block out whatever you don't want there.
Anyway, that's what I did. I just took this dry brush and kind of went all around, just different spots. And then, if I want to build up other layers, in other areas as I'm working, I can still go back in and add and take away. Just define. I really did also, if you look at it closely, enjoy sort of the imagery coming together and making sort of weird, or I don't know if it's weird, but sort of different, not symmetrical faces and patterns like that. Making up my own little stuff, seeing what you see in it,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, have fun with that. I can't wait till you all get your hands on these. I'm so happy you got your stamps today, Kecia. It was such
I know, I can't believe
so
it.
close. Who else is here? Kathy, Whitney, welcome. Wendy, hello. I hope everybody, if anybody has any questions for Kecia, let us know. I don't know if you can you see, I don't know if you can even see comments. I'll read you the comments if anybody else.
Yeah, I can see some things.
Then, okay, so anyway, I'm kind of lost in my own little world over here, but I did take my colored pencils and my Stabilos. Definitely, Stabilo, very important for this piece. I used my black, I used my dark blue, and my orange. Let's see. Gets in the night in here. Oh my gosh, I have such a terrible time seeing. My lighting in here is terrible. Anyway, you know what Stabilos are, and yes, my indigo Stabilo, my black, and my orange specifically, and then other water soluble pencils. And you said you were going to do some shrinks with these too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited to see those. I think last time we were together, we did shrinks.
Yeah, I think we did.
So I'll just go in with my little Stabilos and start again blocking out little spaces. I love also the Stabilo on top of the dried gesso like that. Again, you can, sort of begin to isolate things and, bring them out. I really enjoy doing different colors, like in or in those sort of negative space lines. Okay, again, if I want something lightened up a bit, I'll just take a little more gesso. And the nice thing is too, again, using water soluble media like this, I can actually, use my wet or my sort of gesso-y brush to push that around. And sort of move that color. Are you working or watching? I was wondering what you were working on over there.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on just still doing some fabric stuff, playing around, experimenting, and watching you.
I wish you would turn around. I'd rather watch you. I have been, oh boy, I have been making and doing a lot though lately. I've just been on a creative roll lately. I just can't get enough, it seems like. And this, I'm telling you, I think I could literally, I think I would like to try this on like a really big, big canvas. Like really, I think that would be so fun.
That
Like
does sound really fun.
maybe at least like a 16 by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one thing I do want to share, if you love your Moon Glow inks, and I did, again, I'm going to pull that sample back out. I was really happy with this. I just loved it and had such a great time. But one of the things I used on this a lot is I did take my little Moon Glow inks, my extra bright dye inks. I put them on a little scrap buddy like so, and I did use, and that's pretty juicy, but I did use it to sort of stain and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of my gesso areas.
Yeah, I love that.
I love day glows and neon colors and stuff. So that's kind of fun. And again, it can also pull a little of the a little of the colored pencil around as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, I'll have to get some of those. Those look really fun.
Ooh, I'll send you. I should have sent you some. I'll send you some. You definitely need some. If I do so myself.
Need some moon glow in my life.
Yes. So anyway, just play, play, play. Oh my gosh, you will have so much fun. This is what I always say. They don't call it mixed media for nothing.
Exactly.
Throw everything out. I mean, I think Kecia and I were talking and I said, what did I say? I said pet colored. I said graphite, gesso, color pencils, moon glow inks, kitchen sink.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's Tucker, everybody, making his noises.
Tucker agrees. So if I don't, maybe I don't want her face to be so yellow right there. I mean, pull back a little bit, take a baby wipe. And that's a beauty too. As long as your gesso, oops, sorry, making a mess. I have stuff all over I'm holding stuff on my lap. I'm trying to work. Oh,
I know, you should see my desk is like, can't even.
So, as long as the gesso's dry underneath, a lot of times you can wipe stuff away. Now, of course, that that yellow stained pretty hard. So maybe a little gesso back over the top. If I have any left. I think I'm on my last drops of gesso. Anyway, that's how I did that, my friends. And look, all that juicy, good, rich Stabilo pencil. You can still even move that if you want to. A little bit. And let's take a little bit more of this.
That looks so good. I love it.
Super fun, right? So
Yeah, very fun.
yes, have it. I feel, and this is what I want to talk about too. Like I'm looking at this, and this is just my, my own rendition, and I feel like she just needs a little. I want to bring this back out over here, right? So don't be afraid to go in after, even after the fact, and add your little details or whatever. So
I think someone made a comment about one of the faces looked like a African mask, and yeah, I'm definitely inspired by my travels, and I love masks. I collect masks, and so yeah, that was kind of my exact thought behind that.
nice, yeah. Um, yes, thank you, Cynthia, so much. Dee is asking what inspired your squared noses in your imagery. So I'm thinking that she sort of is talking about like this type of.
I originally started doing that because I've never taken a drawing class. I really don't know how to draw realistically. And I did discover, and this was years ago, like one line drawing, which I'm sure people have heard of, but I had never heard of it. And so I just started playing around with it because I thought it was so fun. And it does make you very loose and try not to ever lift up your pen. And so I just sort of started doing the noses like that because it was like, okay, how am I going to connect my face? So
Yeah, you got to get to from here to there.
yeah, so kind of that's just how I started doing them, and then it just sort of became my thing, sort of my signature face. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. And you can see already, like, I don't have to continue, building on this to know that I'm going to get like such an amazing companion piece, but it's going to be so different. It's going to be
Yeah.
a completely different sort of composition. And it's going to bring out my own and that's what I love too, is again, even though it's definitely Kecia's style. Like it's very recognizable to Kecia still, but I feel like I got to bring out, what I see in there, or push it back if I don't, if I don't want it there. So
Yeah, absolutely. I think you did a great job of playing with it and changing it up a little bit, showing us how it can be changed up a little bit.
super fun. Oh my God.
Yeah, accentuating things or pushing things back. I love it. And I love how it really looks like pastels.
Yeah, it definitely has that soft look, and I like the little transitions between colors. It really
Yeah.
sums it up, and that's one of the things about kind of just smushing a little bit of this color in there, um, just yeah. And
Yeah, it's almost deceiving because it's like, well, it sort of looks like watercolors, but at the same time, I see pencil work. So it's very interesting. I love it.
thank you, super fun. I can't wait to finish. Anyway, does anybody else have any questions? Let's see. Gina Aarons, welcome. Bernadette says, after using bleach, flood soak your foamies and Buddies in white vinegar. The vinegar neutralizes the bleach, no more smell either. Thank you. Yes. Great. Great tip. Thanks so much. D says, please remember to like. Yes, please like the video and make sure that you're following. We really appreciate it so much. Oh, I know what I had to show everybody. Oh my gosh. So this is exciting. I know that, and you know what? I'm going to step away just for a second. I got to go grab something. Kecia, can you keep them entertained for like one?
Oh, okay,
I'll be back.
sure. No pressure. Well, I don't know any good jokes, so who knows a good joke while she's getting whatever she's getting. Oh. Enter my dogs. Oh, thank you, Jim. I just saw your comment. That was very nice. Thank you. Yes, Tucker's in here with us, hanging out as he usually does. So yeah, I'm just playing with the new foamies. I'm better at designing versus using them, so it takes me a while to get the hang of what I want to do with them.
Ah, thank you. Oh, it's so freezing outside. Brr. This is what I wanted to share, everybody. So many of you, I know, do collect the stickers, and this is Kecia's Cool Artsy Chick sticker, but we did order a special sticker just for her new release. So I want to show it to you. I don't have it in yet. But it will be here before, the Kecia orders ship out, because it should be here tomorrow or Monday at the latest. And I do want to share a picture because it's so darn cute. So Bernadette says, what type of Stabilos and graphite? So Stabilos are the all, ALL. Let's see, they look like that. Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I am using, they don't come in that many colors, to be honest. They only come in they come in black, in graphite, in brown, in blue, yellow, orange, and red, I believe. And white.
Yeah.
And white. So I maybe like 9 colors. I use all the Stabilos, alls, and then graphite. I am using a Lyra number 9. I'll show you with a wrapper. It looks like this, but this one's a 2B. The other one's a 9B. It's water soluble graphite. Obviously, I take off the wrapper because I love to be able to give my art foamies a nice little tickle with the Lyra sticks. Anyway, and then also these graphites. These are new, and they're extra large graphite. And those are super fun too. All right. So, anything that's soft and, yeah, they have a swan on the end. Yes, Rini, thank you so much. And Wendy says, I'm sure you'll be making some stitching with your new art foamies. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I might even try.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to work better on fabric than paper. I don't know. I can work magic on fabric and then try the same thing on paper, and it's a disaster. So I would definitely be doing some stitching.
Oh, well, share, of course, when you get it. I'm trying to find your sticker. I had it here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know I had it because I sent you a picture of it. So gotta find it again. So anybody who places an order will get a new Kecia sticker. And I know it sounds funny, but so many people write us and share with us how they love the stickers. They collect them. They put them in their journals. And I just love it. I've seen some super cute pages, even done, with our stickers in them. So it's just super great. And I'm going to share with you. Here's Kecia's new Art Foamy sticker with, and the smile, for those of you who will remember, that is one of her stamps from her last collection.
So cute.
Linda, I'm sorry, I was laughing at the comments. Maxie says those are chunky boys. Yes, these extra large graphite sticks. They are. They're little short, squatty, stocky sticks. I love them. And Linda says, "Tickle me and my art supplies are involved."
Yes, now it's a party.
So Catherine says, Wendy says she collects the stickers. Catherine does. Kathy does. Monica. So see, people are going to be so excited to get a new sticker. Plus, I think it goes so cute with the green one too. With the color I made it is I kind of did it to, I don't know, not match is the wrong. I hate using the word match, but complement. Coordinate. Yes.
Yes.
So. All right. So does anybody else have any other questions or thoughts? We love to hear from you. We love that you're here spending time with us, and we appreciate you so much. For those of you who are in my patron group, we are going to have an after party. The link is on Patreon, and you can come on over. Kecia said she's going to come party with us. I'm going to show you some progress pictures, and we'll do some more stamping and just chit chat and hang out for a little while. Monica says she puts the stickers all over her iPad. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. I need a new.
I have stickers all over my work table.
I'm gonna have to send you a bunch of Art Foamy stickers. Then I think I send you some in your order I sent you a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything or miss anybody. I want to thank you all again for being here so much. We appreciate your support. And love seeing you here. So hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Jim says he puts stickers on his refrigerator.
Oh, Ellen asked, does graphite fix with workable fixative or pastel fixative? Yes, you can. A lot of times I will tell you, when you are using it in this way and using a lot of water with it, you shouldn't really have to. But yes, if you want to, use a fixative after, definitely, it's not going to hurt anything. So. Cecilia, yes, you should, and it's Derwent. So here, if you want to take a screenshot or take a picture, you can look for these anywhere that you buy your, other art supplies besides Art Foamies. I'm gonna get a couple. I actually ordered a couple sets just to have, but I don't sell them generally, so.
Is the Lyra a set, or is it just one crayon that you showed?
Yeah, it's just, well, they have them in different, hardnesses.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I like 9B because I like it really dark. So one at a time. So thank you, Kathy, so much. Terry, thanks for being here. Deb Peak, really appreciate you. Hope that you all will find the Zoom link over on Patreon and come on over and join us over there. I'm going to try again to take this off and get myself back up here with Kecia and say goodnight to everybody. And thank you again for joining us. And you know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. I will see you next week. And go order all of Kecia's Art Foamies.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks again. See you in the Zoom.